The gardenia corsage. If only Dad could be here. My father was an astute observer of human character. Within seconds of meeting someone, he could sum up their strengths and flaws. It was always a challenge to see if any of my wife friends could pass Dad's test. None did. Dad was always right. They didn't pass my test either. After Dad died, I wondered how I would figure it out on my own. That's when Jack arrived on the scene. He was different from any other guy I would dated. He could sit for hours on the piano bench with my mother, discussing obscure composers. My brother Rick loudly announced that Jack was not a turkey like the other guys I would brought home. My sister Denise Billy laughed with him over old Danny Kaye films. And Jack was great with my brother Chuck, who has a mental disability. One time Chuck put his greasy hands, just dislodged from a cheeseburger, on Jake's shoulders, kissed his cheek with ketchup-covered lips and called him by the wrong name, shouting, "Oh, Jake, I love you." Jake didn't miss a beat. "I love you too, George." Jake passed my family's test, but what about Dad's? Then came the weekend of my mom's birthday. Jake was coming down from his home in Milwaukee to Chicago the day he was supposed to drive. I got a call. "Don't worry," he said, "but I have been in an accident." His car had stalled when he pulled over. Another car careened into it. "I am fine, but I need you to pick me up." "Thank God, he's okay," I thought as I drove up to Milwaukee. When I got there, we rushed to a flower shop for something for Mom. "How about gardenias?" Jack said, pointing out a beautiful white corsage. "You never see those this time of year," I said. The florist put the corsage in a box. The entire ride, Jake was unusually quiet. "Are you all right?" I asked. We were pulling onto my mother's street. "I have been doing a lot of thinking," he said. "I might be moving." Moving? When was he going to tell me this? After he packed. Then he added, "Moving in with you." I nearly put the car on the sidewalk. "What?" I asked. "I think we should get married," he said. He told me he had planned his proposal for a fancy restaurant But after the accident, he decided to do it right away. Yes, I whispered. We both sat stunned, tears running down our cheeks, unable to speak. I would never known such a tender moment. If only Dad were here to give his final approval. Oh, let's just go inside, Jake said, laughing. We got out of the car and he walked up the driveway, carrying the corsage. My mother opened the door. Happy birthday, we shouted. Jake thrust the box at her. She opened it up. Suddenly her eyes brimmed with tears. Jake and I looked at each other. Mom, what's wrong? I asked. I'm sorry, she said, wiping her eyes. This is only the second gardenia corsage I ever received. I was given 1 year ago, long before you kids were born. From who? I asked. Your father, Mom said. He gave me one right before we were engaged. My eyes looked on Jake's as I blinked away tears. Dad's test. I knew Jake had passed.